Humans, Disney fans, lend me your ears. Who's hungry?
I am one hungry king in the world.
I'm so hungry I could eat a whole elephant.
Oh, yes, I'm rumbly in my tumbly.
There's a bit of a rumbly in my tumbly too, and especially when I'm at the Disney parks. Picking out where to eat at Disney parks can be just as fun as picking out which attractions to ride. So today I'm giving you my top picks for good eats in Magic Kingdom. Let's chat. Hey everybody, Melanie here, and I am more than willing to admit my mistakes. One big mistake I made the first time I planned a family trip to Walt Disney World was that I assumed that any and all food that was produced in the most magical place on earth would also be, well, magical. However, not every dish you're going to order in Disney parks tastes like it was prepared by a chef with a rat under his hat. So in this 3-part video, I'm going to help by giving you my recommendations of where to eat in Magic Kingdom. And we're going to break this down into 3 categories: table service, quick service, and snacks. And in this first video, I'm talking all about table service restaurants. Now, table service just means that you're in a sit-down restaurant where you will be served by a waitstaff. These are also restaurants that you can make reservations for 180 days in advance, and most of the time, the sooner the better to make sure you get to eat where you want to eat, when you want to eat. I should note that at the time of recording, reservations can only be made up to 60 days in advance, and some of these restaurants I'm about to talk to you about have either been modified or are temporarily unavailable due to the pandemic. But surely at some point, they will again be a regular part of your Magic Kingdom experience. So let's get right down to it. First off, I need to mention 2 restaurants that are the most popular and well-known places to eat on property. And those would be, of course, Cinderella's Castle and Be Our Guest. Chances are, even if you've just barely begun the process of planning your Disney vacation, you are aware that you can eat in both Cinderella's and Beast's castles. Both of these experiences are magical and the atmosphere is, well, amazing. But I'm not personally going to touch on them very much in this video. I have had breakfast and lunch at Be Our Guest, but not dinner. And while breakfast and lunch were great, I just don't feel like I can fully throw my recommendation behind it without knowing how the dinner menu is. But guys, this is just a testament to just how hard it is to get into this restaurant. I've never been for dinner because I've never been able to secure a reservation for dinner. So if you're hoping to eat for dinner at Be Our Guest, please be sure to have that date marked on your calendar, circled, highlighted, that these reservations open up so that you can snag yourself a table.
Try the gray stuff. It's delicious.
I don't believe you. Is it delicious? It is. And it's been almost 20 years since I've eaten at Cinderella's royal table. I hardly remember the experience, and even if I did, it surely has changed a lot since then. So sorry I can't be more helpful on that front. What can I say? I've got a teenage daughter and boys, and no one in my family is interested in eating at Cinderella's royal table right now. But chances are you know whether or not this restaurant is on your must-do list. So nothing that I would say would sway you anyway. What I'm here for today is to give you some other ideas of table service in the park. So here's my top 3 faves. Number 3, the Diamond Horseshoe. It's important to me to put this location on the list because it was one of those very pleasant surprises for our family. We booked a dining experience at this all-you-can-eat barbecue restaurant in Liberty Square on our last trip, not really having heard a great deal about it. And that's always a little bit risky, but this time it paid off big time. And I'm not even the biggest fan in the world of barbecue. I feel like unless it's done really well, it's just not worth it. But all of the barbecued meats we had at the Horseshoe were tender and flavorful, even the brisket. Guys, if brisket isn't done just right, it can be either too fatty and chewy or too dry and crumbly, but this was juicy and tender. The pork was good, the chicken was good, the sausage was good, and since it's all you can eat, we were able to ask our server for more of some of our favorite meats and sides. So don't just write off this restaurant because you haven't heard much about it. We personally had a really great experience here. Number 2. The Skipper Canteen in Adventureland, or if you want to get technical, the Jungle Navigation Company's limited Skipper Canteen. But that's a mouthful. Maybe it's appropriate because when you dine here, your mouth will be full of exotic deliciousness. This spot makes the list because it's the one place in Magic Kingdom where you can go and enjoy a meal if you are an adventurous eater. Most of the dining experiences at Magic Kingdom are going to offer you some sort of American fare, but this Jungle Cruise themed restaurant will be a taste sensation for those of us with more daring taste buds. Disney's website characterizes this dining experience as African/Asian/Latin. Oh, what more could you ask for? But don't worry, if you are dining with kiddos and they're not quite as adventurous as mom and dad, there's mac and cheese and chicken fingers on the menu as well. And my number one pick for table service at Magic Kingdom, the Crystal Palace. Now listen, you're not gonna be eating a gourmet, knock your socks off meal here. It is a buffet with very average American food, but it's one of my favorite character dining experiences on all of Walt Disney World property. Winnie the Pooh is one of my very favorite Disney characters of all time, and at the Crystal Palace, you get to celebrate Friendship Day every day with Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore. We made some of the best memories here at this dining location. The characters came around to our table several times, and every time was magical. And even though the food isn't going to be anything to write home about, who doesn't love a buffet, am I right? Loading up your plate with all of your favorites and then going back for more? The best! Since this is a buffet, it is one of the restaurants that is temporarily unavailable due to COVID-19, but I sure hope they figure out a way to make it work out soon because it's such a wonderful experience for the whole family. And there you have it, friends, some of my very favorite places to dine in at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. Coming soon, my favorite Magic Kingdom quick service places and my favorite snacks in Magic Kingdom as well. Be sure to check out some of my other Disney vacation planning videos right here, or some of my Disney World vlog videos right here. And if you haven't yet, be sure to click that subscribe button and the bell right next to it so that you don't miss out on any of the Disney fun here at Lend Me Your Ears. Until next time, this is Melanie saying, stay magical, my friends.